The Wii Baseball World Cup, a competition which celebrates everything Wii Sports is about. Fiery competitiveness, harmless fun, entertaining gameplay and malicious kidnappings of... Wait, what was that last one? This year's competition was an entirely different story. Having fought their way to the quarter-finals, reigning champions, the Stoke-on-Trent Steamers, should have been celebrating victory. However, after a malfunction with the stadium's roof, as darkness fell, so did two of their best players. With star batter Scalene and number one pitcher Pipe inexplicably missing, they might as well forget about reaching the final. Could this be the end of the road? So let's really get down to the nittiest of gritty with regards to that performance, Neil. A word on the Stoke-on-Trent Steamers. Well, I run out of superlatives, Grand Announcer. I think you've got to say at this moment in time they look dangerous. Really sort of dangerous. And I think, to be fair, it's that element of danger that really... Yeah, just gonna cut you off there, Neil, as I was nodding into a dream and there seems to be some sort of panic down on the pitch. Scalene! Oh, where is she? The Steamers appearing to have misplaced their pitcher and star batter. Manfred, what do you make of this? Well, they're just a bunch of babies. You know, it's baseball. Some of the players get kidnapped and you get on with it, 'cause that's baseball. Do your job. The result, of course, setting up a quarter-final with silly, wacky, goofy, zany FC. The FC standing for funny and carefree. What do you reckon, Tommy? An exciting fixture?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, beautiful Scalene. I can still see her featureless face before me as if she were still with us. She's not dead, Ron. No, but Pipe might as well be. He can barely find his way from the changing rooms to the pitch. If someone's taken him God knows how far away, then he's gonna end up in a cult. You know how gullible he is. If I was in a cult, it'd be to worship the curvature of Scalene's biceps. What are we gonna do? He didn't even have time to pack a spare beanie. Hoot hoot, hoot hoot. Okay, first things first, we'll bring Smaug and my granddad back into the team. I'll do my best, Engine Room. And then I want Mr. Picnic on pitching duty, and he doesn't even understand how Google Maps... I've spent my life throwing snowballs in the icy hells of Niflheim. A baseball will be light work. But, Engine Room, I've always been second pitcher. So you're saying Venus and the orb are intertwined somehow? Yes, without one, the other cannot exist. But what if something goes wrong and he ends up disappearing for good? Oh, Venus, stay with us, please. Engine Room? What? Yeah, I'm listening. We have a theory. When I gazed upon the orbs all those years ago, the brightness took my eyes. But ever since there have been moments where the milky white of my vision, it clears. If Venus were paired with one, my eyes may have been twinned with the other. And that one, it's close. At present, I can pick out the bright yellow of your shirts, and when I squint, I can tell just how handsome my young grandson has become. Look at that big chin of yours. You are what we call in the business a sniper's dream. Yeah, alright guys, enough of that. I can help him if I could just stop! I won't let you anywhere near him. You've done quite enough to help him already. Oh, run along, girl. Don't you have a match to play? No, actually. No? Lucia, I stood up against them, Engine Room. As captain, I still had the power to withdraw. We've forfeited. You gave up your chance of winning? For my son? Yeah, you could learn a thing or two, you old barnacle. Speaking of learning, it's high time we told you what we've been up to.
Me and your old man have been tracking a group of delivery vans.
We assumed they were transporting the orbs, as my eyes came back to me whenever Smaug flew nearby. But when we arrived at their warehouse outside the big conditioner tower, all we found was crates of that darn energy drink.
Engine room, have you and Mindbrain fallen out?
Hoot 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 hoot. He's always been our backup pitcher.
And what news of Venus, Engine room? Shouldn't we be more concerned about Venus?
Yes, we need to take action. Remove Bungus from the stadium and get medical attention. Aren't you listening? We need to take action.
We need to take action. Venus got lost on our way home and we can't find him.
Oh God, Venus!
Let's search the whole island with helicopters and boats and...
Engine room, a moment. He was so young, so young.
And megaphones and metal detectors. I don't know, is he made of metal? Maybe meat detectors, like human flesh detectors.
You need to take a moment.
There's no time. They're looking to me to find him. Mindbrain thinks he was stuck up the great tree.
He likes to eat leaves. It's the only logical conclusion.
And Spindle thinks he fell off a cliff.
He's dead. He's dead.
You must always take a moment. No more, but certainly no less. And then a decision.
Why is it my choice anyway? I don't know where he is more than anyone else.
Oh, there are many things in life we don't know, and many things which are out of our hands. And yet, our greatest gift is that we can always choose. As captain, this will be your greatest freedom. If you cannot trust the world, trust yourself. You may not always know where you want to go, but you will always feel where you ought to be. Wrong decisions are better than indecision.
He's probably sleeping in the flower fields.
Then, to the flower fields we go. My word is final. Start warming up. Lunges, people. Lunges. Listen, friend. I pitched for years before Pipe was even a part of this team. I know my strikes to innings ratio isn't optimal, but the numbers are still good, and I would have thought after everything I'd done for the club I would forget the small stuff, Mindbrain. Small? I'm showing you data. This is big data.
And this is bigger than spreadsheets now.
This is literally the biggest spreadsheet I own.
I need you free to investigate Pipe and Scalene's kidnapping.
Oh, right. I want background checks on everyone related to the organisation of this tournament. Event managers, commentators, bar staff, the lot. And I could plot a massive correlation graph to see if there's any anomalies compared to previous years. I like it. Plus, I'll do a deep scan of this PC. What? Why are you scanning your own laptop? You haven't been torrenting again, have you? No, this isn't mine. I found it in some secret bunker. The secret bunker. Down a long corridor, big screen. I did mention this. And yes, it seems that the Steamers only have 8 players under the age of 99 years old, leaving them 1 player short of Federation standard. Oh no, I forgot my granddad was old. None of this will matter if we're kicked out of the competition. Oh, hang on, give me a millisecond. And all of a sudden, I'm receiving an urgent rule change. Competitors over the age of 101 can now trade in their Senior Citizens Woohoo Island bus pass for a free immersive on-field tournament experience. So, it seems the game will go ahead? Against all the odds, that afternoon, the teams lined up and the quarterfinals began. As the team's new pitcher, Mr. Picnic was up first. He had no idea of the caliber of his opponents. All he knew was that he was undoubtedly above them. And the proof was in the pudding. Not a moment later, he had stroked home a fantastic home run and was rounding the bases. This new starring role was tailor-made for him. And now carting his Zimmer frame across the pitch is veteran Steamers player Wrinkles. He looks a bit frail out there. But Wrinkles was not to be underestimated. With his vision having returned somewhat, he didn't even need to utilize his samurai sensors to power a satisfying daisy cutter across the grass. Engine Room stepped up with his jaw clenched in unwavering determination. He was the spitting image of a stalwart leader. On the outside he was anyway. His P-roller of a shot told a different story.
You're out.
It was up to Barnowl to pick up the slack. But more than that, he felt he had bigger shoes to fill. Ugh, here we go, Barnowl again. A predictable single. Where's the big hitter Scalene? I miss Xavier. He was such a wild card, you know? So wild. Such a card. They wanted wild. Barnowl would show them wild. He was raised in the woods, for God's sake. He ate pine cones on the daily. With a shrill squawk, he ballooned his shot up into the air. It was as if the ball had wings as it soared to the top of the stands for a second home run of the game. Mindbrain would be extremely jealous of the height Barnowl had managed. That is, if he hadn't been so absorbed in Task Manager tabs and WinRAR folders. That was 3-0 already. Without arguably their two standout players, things were going unnervingly well. But Mindbrain was so engrossed in his hacking, what's this in the recycle bin, that he forgot to concentrate on the game.
Strike.
And as Ron Johnson took his turn, something was not quite right. Oh, romance, must you forsake me at every turn?
Strike.
Oh, Ron, please, now is not the time. Am I doomed to walk this earth alone? Sheds a single tear.
You're out.
No, not this time. Scalene, my love, I will find you if it brings me to the ends of the earth. Ron, come back! You don't even know where she's gone. Ugh.
Oh, Shizberg. Whoever they are, they make a damn good prison. I mean, they've really thought about this bar placement. The gap is just small enough I can't get my massive triceps through. Well, it's over then, isn't it? What? Where did all that baseless optimism go? I was putting it on. Trying so hard to keep positive, but then Xavier left, Ozzy ran away, Venus exploded, we've been kidnapped, the team will be disqualified, and the Stoke-on-Trent Steamers, well, it's all done. Nothing left. I can't believe you of all people are quitting. Well, it's not like I want to. You wouldn't understand. This was my one dream, and it happened. It's past. 2 years ago I had the happiest week of my life, and I didn't even properly appreciate it before everything just moved on. And since then it's just been a downward spiral. The best things in my life are just slipping away, and I'm trying not to have too many introspective monologues. I'm trying not to care, but I'm scared. Scared I'll have no reason left to pipe. Time moves on. People change, move away, and good moments pass, and it sucks. And sometimes the worst part is that whether you like it or not, you keep going too, and you end up thinking, I want to stop. What if I did? What if I just stopped? But something worth recognising is bad moments pass too. It's not as if this is it now. Even if you specifically wanted to stay in this prison forever, reviewing each and every dank corner. Yes, that one's got a little bit more mould than the others. Yeah, this all passed too, and there's nothing to be done about that, but, I mean, it's like you've forgotten where you came from.
You've been very naughty indeed.
I expect you to practice baton twirling extra hard tomorrow. We'll make a me parader out of you yet.
And that's a wonderful hit from the Pompleshoot Prospectors. Roger Todger is putting on quite the show. They think it's all over, but Goldhand's Barrymold saves them at the death. You've got to say that's some performance out there. It's the greatest cup final of a generation.
Wow.
You like baseball too, do you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to be here. Please don't tell my...
Ooh, kids and their wide-eyed fantasies. I have a son about your age. Never could stop him playing. I tried, believe me, I tried. But he's good, no thanks to his old man. He'll be on the telly soon, you just watch. And who knows, maybe you'll join him. Yes, a bit of company, that'd be nice for him.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I can't. They tell me I'm to be in the me parade.
A word of advice, little man. Never let any old fool tell you what you can and can't do.
And is that the Steamers losing yet another player? Getting a bit repetitive at this point. Surely they can't continue. No, it's just a substitution. A very extended substitution. Quick, find literally anyone else. With the Steamers down to only 8 men, fielding was gonna be tricky. Thankfully, their new pitcher, Mr. Picnic, had everything under control.
There we go, that's one strike. Prepare for a perfect sweep.
I'm not really feeling this one. Think I'll probably just get caught out or something.
Oh, excellent. But he said...
Oh god, how silly of me. I accidentally hit a home run. That's just so goofy of me. Mr. Picnic couldn't comprehend it. The batter had been so deflated by his godly presence, and the next moment he had hit a home run. He took his anger out on the next opponent.
There, see? I am immaculate.
A few moments later, however... Oh man, wouldn't it be so crazy and zany if I hit the ball to the right and scored a double?
No, not really.
The batter then hit it central and scored a single.
What is going on? These puny mortals are out of their minds.
Look, I don't want this as much as you, but please just put the shirt on. Can't I keep my Indiana Jones replica leather jacket on? No, just get out there. Hey, so imagine if, wouldn't it be so funny if Mr. Picnic kissed Engine Room right now?
I'm not going to do that.
It's just fan fiction, Mr. Picnic. They're messing you around. Stop taking everything so literally. But Mr. Picnic was having real problems. Wouldn't it be so crazy and random if Ozymandias and Xavier never came back and they disappeared forever?
Goo, no, that can't be true.
Ball!
Oh my god, Mr. Picnic cares about Ozymandias. I completely shipped him now.
What? No, I don't care. But if anything has happened to him, goo, these people...
I still can't get over that. So long, Ding Dongs. That is comedy gold, Mr. Xavier. You are one funny little fuck... Oh, blimey. It's that there Ron Johnson. What are you doing all the way out here with a pickaxe?
Oh, diggy diggy hole. I'm simply role-playing Minecraft in real life, of course. That is tragic.
Oh, it looks like hard work. You've got a right sweat on.
Yes, that's because I've been exercising. Say, can I borrow a drink if you have one?
Oh, sorry. I've only got this funny energy tonic I confiscated off Winnie, but it says on the back it's perfect for high exertion activities like badminton and hungry hippos.
Yes, I'll take it. Right then, must be off. You're in quite the hurry.
Just be careful. That juice has some wacky side effects if you drink too much.
Woohoo Town is just south of here.
Oh, thank you very much. Xavier's got concussion and his directions were getting us in a right pickle.
No problem, fellas, and thank you again for the beverage. This will be very useful.
No, I'm gonna hit this one so frickin' hard that the bat will explode.
Mr. Picnic was fooled once more, and Winnie could see their little chat needed to happen sooner rather than later.
Mr. Picnic, why do you keep listening to them?
Oh, fine. I'll admit it. I do have one tiny, insignificant weakness. Sometimes I think I'm so perfect that I don't understand other people's imperfections. If someone says they'll do something, why wouldn't they just do it?
I don't know what to tell you. People don't always say what they mean.
It feels like they never say what they mean. You're always saying you miss Ozymandias, but the look in your eyes, it's so guilty, like you've made a mistake.
Well, you know what? You make mistakes too.
Nope.
So can't you understand how it feels?
That's liable. I could sue for that.
Won't you at least try to understand, Mr. Picnic? Oh, forget it. I'm supposed to be the one helping you.
I am trying to be your friend, but whenever I think of words of comfort, all that comes to mind is get on my level noob and goo goo gaga does baby need her bottle. I suppose just between you and me, I do feel a weeny bit of remorse or a fleeting sort of sorrow that I was focused on other things when Ozymandias left. Perhaps that is similar to your guilt, and if so, it is not nice. Did you know I can shoot lightning bolts from my fingers?
Yes, I know, Mr. Picnic.
But I often wish I could read minds instead. I'm beginning to consider there are times when I am not so perfect. People would rather lean on a cushion than a shield.
All of a sudden, Mr. Picnic began to slouch, as if his usual defiant spark had been sapped away. His thunderous throws had been replaced by the wettest pitches the team had ever seen, each ball barely with enough power to reach the plate.
Ball 4.
Ironically, this was such a depressing sight that the silly, goofy opposition were struggling to keep the tone up.
So, wouldn't it be so funny and zany if you burst into tears right now?
No, that wouldn't be very funny at all.
And the innings ended with a strange, somber tone. The atmosphere in the stadium was flat, undoing all of the good work Barnowl had managed on his previous bat. I dunno, it's just not the same without Scalene corking one out the park. And it was only the abrupt interruption of the rock salesman that shifted the tone.
Oh ho! I am the rock salesman. Would you like to buy a... Ooh!
No, you don't have time for intro dialogue when you're playing, Mr. Rock Salesman.
In that case, I shall go straight into the art of the deal. 80% off on your first purchase of lead.
And stop shilling your products mid-game.
Oh great, he's been caught out. I didn't think it possible, but he might be even worse than Ron. About that engine room, there's something I've uncovered.
About Ron?
Not quite. It's about Ron's wife.
His ex-wife? This better not be another crude divorce joke.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure it was just a divorce. Well, I haven't seen people this in prison since my ex-wife locked me in our bedroom cupboard.
Ron, what are you doing here?
Oh, what a shame. Without you two, the steamers are done for. Speaking of steam, why have they put you in Macawoohoo Volcano? You're hot enough already, Scalene.
Oh, Ron, if you've just come here to chastise me...
Plus it sure does make mafia business thirsty work.
Don't tell me this whole time you've been plotting against us.
Yes, there sure were some sweat-inducing moments where I thought you'd figured me out. So much so that I might even have to replenish myself with a cool swig of this electrolyte drink. Shame the only thing you have to drink around here is red-hot lava, and you can't make any kind of mass-marketable sports beverage out of that. That would just be silly. They actually used to call me Mr. Lava Lava. Or at least a certain someone did. But that's beside the point. Enjoy rotting in a cell, you couple of bin bags. Ron Johnson, away! Moo ha 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 ha.
Have the prisoner's spirits been broken?
More broken than me when Deborah told me she never even thought my bowl cut suited me. Anyway, guess I'll head back to the commentary box now.
You haven't heard from Deborah in a while, have you?
No, the silly bitch just won't call me.
It must hurt, telling all of these jokes, having to pretend you merely parted ways.
I'm married only to the organisation now.
There was a son, too. What was his name? Stuart? Staples?
If anything has happened to Stavros, I swear to God
You'll what?
Listen, I've done everything you asked. You promised me you'd...
You see, that's the thing, Ron Johnson. The big boss upstairs feels you've begun to develop a soft spot for the enemy.
No, Ooh, those Stoke-on-Trent Steamers. They really grind my pepper mill. Goodness, I'm getting vexed. Might consider a gamer rage.
You never were a very good actor. Probably something to do with that horribly monotone voice of yours.
Hey now, that's uncalled for.
You are of no use to us anymore.
What? Wait, no. You'll still let them go though, won't you? You said they'd be safe.
Goodbye, Ron Johnson.